Just finding a comfortable seat or laying down, whatever feels right to you at this time. Today's meditation comes from the divine I am. And this is a 12th dimensional energy of unity consciousness and coming into the fullest expression of our embodiment as a soul, as a higher self, as a universal being, a multidimensional being. So all of these, coming into one experience. And so the divine I am coaches us through this, really helping us to embody this fullest divine expression. And today's meditation takes us into the expression of the angelic. And that's really what we're moving into. And even though, things feel really from time to time dense and difficult and cyclical and frustrating, or like we're moving through dense energies, we are embodying angelic beings. And it's kind of my understanding that even though this is a gradient of time space and a gradient of what we're expressing, that we have reached a collective tipping point that allows this to really happen. And so what does that look like? What does that feel like? Who would know, right? So um, I think I might have mentioned this before, but one of the teachers that I follow, Jason Estes, he's very technical and kind of above my head as far as the technologies behind our ascension or our embodiment. But he said that we have conscious choice several times a day. And we've gotten in meditation that this conscious choice comes through the breath, that we take in what is and we express what doesn't serve. So we have this capacity for a higher vibrational experience. So he said we have it now 8 choice points throughout our day to be able to shift the experience of reality that we're having. So that analogy we had back a few meditations ago of the elevator and choosing what floor you'd like to get off on, and get off of the elevator and experience what level of vibration, what river you'd like to travel down. So, keeping that in context for today's meditation, they guide us through a beautiful realization of who we are and why we're here, and a very powerful attunement for the embodiment of the angelic being. So beautiful that you're here today. So as the eyes sink just a bit deeper, and your breath is already soft, just at this remembrance of who you are and why you're here. It's flowing freely and easily. It feels limitless, effortless, free, abundant, and beautiful. We are grace embodied beings of divine light, here to have a human experience. And in this, the choice of embodying a divine, or a choice of embodying our human selves, always present, and perhaps even more abundant now than ever before. And drawing a deep breath in and release. Bringing awareness to the base of the spine, this root, this connection to the earth, the earthly embodiment, this beautiful, bountiful, loving planet, our Earth Mother and Gaia Sophia, divine goddess that brings this beauty to light, most beautiful creatures and expressions of life itself to her surface. She truly is the embodiment of light. And perhaps each of us, as her, the embodiment of light, the most beautiful manifestation, the most beautiful expression of life itself, of humanity in the light. And as we allow a crystalline cord of light to flow from the base of the spine, our root, down into the earth, through the soil, and through the layers of clay and rock and water, the artifacts of all of life that came before us, all the way to the center, the very seed of life. As we merge with this center, this intelligence, this most divine light within the earth. As we draw through the breath this energy up into the vessel. And much like an umbilicus, allow this divine connection to sustain and nourish, support, and love. And feeling this all the way up to the heart space. Feeling the divine mother, love, creator, energy. The highest light, divine light. And as we open the crown now, awareness moves to the top of the head. As this spinning disk of white light circles around and around, opening the potential wider and wider as we are met with a column of source light, a beautiful column of starlight, the highest vibration of love and light as it fills and flows into every cell in our being, into every center of our being, into every body, the physical structure, the ether. As we breathe in deeply through the heart and express fully through the heart, this embodied light expands beyond the physical and ether and into the earth and the quantum. Where all that is potential is met as possible. As above and so below, and as below and so above. And as within and so without. And so it is. As we receive this message, calling in the divine I am, we are here today with the grace of healing within us and the projection of what is to come ahead of us. The grace granted for the collective souls who have worked and guided humanity into a new earth phase, a new earth phase of regression. And regression means taking back, it means reminding, remembering, returning. And this grace returns humanity to its most organic state, a state of emulating the most divine light, embodying its most conscious soul expression. Today we gather in collaboration for the recalibration of the earth and her humanity. From this point forward, the energies will continue to intensify as you adapt and adjust to your divine expression. You are acclimating to a new climate, an energy that takes humanity to a new plane of reality, one where light nourishes and earth provides, one where time and space travel with you and not against you, one where you can merge with the higher self continuously and feel into the energy that draws you to or away from what serves and what does not. You will find this adjustment to be dynamic, perhaps difficult, but the patterns you create will take you to the highest source of love and the most beautiful spectrum of light that has ever expressed upon the earth. The divine nature awaits you, and it is only a matter of time. The time of glory and resilience, a time of creating joy and abundance, a time of gleefully, abundantly thriving upon the earth plane. You know that glory is the word that best describes what is to be for you. Today, we honor you for your patterning. You are patterning the highest light, drawing forth the most abundant and beautiful patterns of light that will restructure the grid for all to express and experience. We are assisting every moment you breathe, helping to draw you to or away from that which doesn't serve, drawing you to timelines that are of higher service to you and to the greater good. These entry points may not be easy for you to see. They are subtle. The most subtle nudges you will be imparted with wisdom. You are imparted with the knowledge that they are coming. But the tipping point comes after the consciousness has been seated, as the heart aligns to belief, not desire, but belief. Today, you emulate that which is the highest reflection of the soul embodied. Today, you are the fullest expression of a soul who walked the earth as human. You are the most evolved species and the most conscious souls. And this gift, this integration, is your work, your path, your gift. You are the ones. the ones chosen to bring forth the patterns humanity will follow into the next century of time, in time and space. And yet, this grid will project to the new Earth, the new galaxy, and to the point of origin for each and every soul who walks the earth at this time. The holy grid, the holy grail. Today we honor. Today we project as we breathe in and out, and breathe in and out, and in and out. Today we honor the souls you are, and breathing in and breathing out as we call in the soul. You are ancient souls, enlightened souls, advanced souls. The soul coming forth embodied is here. As the higher self is called forth to guide and protect. As the realm of masters, guides, angels, and collectives are called here to co-create, to guide, to advise. You are connected to the highest call to be. You are embodied with the highest light. You are entangled with the souls who will assist, who will support, who will allow. You are the one who came to be, to do this work, to aid in this time of great grace, healing, and evolution of consciousness. You are harbingers of change, stewards of energy, masters of your divinity. You are the embodiment of this and more. All that you need is within, reminding you that all of this, all that is needed, is within you. As today you remember, breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and out. We do this to transition you to a new conscious state. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Today we join your future. We are gridding your future. As we share with you what you have ahead, as we share what is ahead, patterning the highest light and the highest conscious outcomes, the highest embodiment that can be. And as you breathe, all awareness travels inside. All awareness is inside. And within are the frequencies of the grid. The harmonic resonant of light that structures and patterns the future. The embodiment of the soul, one moment at a time, one projection at a time. As time and space record the fractals of light meet the consciousness, gridding and patterning new thoughts, new pathways that match the grid of humanity, the grid of the universe, the grid of the soul, merging into one cosmic highway. A symphony of sound and light. And listening inside to the frequencies that pattern the most divine music. The most divine music you have ever witnessed in sound and in light. Receiving now all that brings forth love and all that becomes the greatest expression of love that can be, that can become. Patterning and practicing the harmonic flow that floats like a river ahead and behind the time-space reality, creating potential and express patterns of love, a flow of divine love. As the body lightens, it fills with light. This harmonic patterning, the highest cellular structure, the highest light, the greatest expressed and potential DNA, expressed as the patterns and grids come to the earth embodied in you, patterned for you, for the greater good. Embodied light continues to flow all the days of this life. All of the days of this life will be met with abundant light and abundant love. And you receive the highest call that a soul can receive, a call to be embodied as an angel. An angelic embodied soul. This vibration fulfills you, knowing deeply and truly that this is who you are, that this is why you came, that this is the highest call to be, the greatest call to become, the highest light, the most forthcoming love, embodied light, as the light body expands and expresses. Amulet light comes in purple and white, emulating over the crown a halo of white light as a purple ray flows into the third eye, expressing the highest call to know, the highest insight, guidance, awareness, foretelling, knowing, wisdom, the vision of the highest perspective. Like a bird viewing the land, the highest flight, the soaring and seeding sight, the gift of higher sight, greater wisdom, a higher projection, a higher vantage point as all is illuminated through the purple ray, embodied in the white light. And so it is, and it is so. And as the body, this angelic form, takes flight, lifting up and out of this human vessel, floating up into the sky, wings spread wide, opening and stretching to their highest potential, expanding and expressing, emulating the highest light, embodying the highest light as you soar over the life, as you soar over the life, soaring over the patterns you have created. And from this vantage point, you see the ways, you see the beauty, you see the love, you see the paths that have been fulfilled and the patterns created. You see the ways you have grown and the ways you have been entrenched. You see the way ahead as potential, as expressed, seeing the greater way, as you soar and receive this view of your life, your ways, This expands humanity. The ways are seen, the ways are illuminated, the ways of love, the ways of truth, the ways of hate, the ways of illuminated. You have seen the ways. You have seen grace. You are informed beyond what you see and feel at this moment, as deep knowing, deep wisdom is seated. You are seated with what is to come, allowing you to know the way, to always know the greater way, to find the greater way to love to the fullest embodiment of love that can be expressed. You see the greater way of love and the way to the greater good at each moment in time, within each conscious breath. And so it is, and it is so. Flying freely and easily, flying over the land and over the valleys, over the oceans, and the most beautiful places that fill the soul. Remembering who you are and why you came to be. Flying freely and easily back to the body, knowing you can do this at any time to expand your vision, to stimulate wisdom, to see the path ahead, to see the greater way. And so it is embodied as you return to this form, the human vessel, fully embodied, alive with beauty, healing, and seated with wisdom, emulating love, divine love. as the vessel is met with rays of white to the crown, of purple to the third eye, of blue to the throat, of green to the heart, of yellow to the solar plexus, of orange to the sacral, of red to the root, as all color becomes one form, as all color merges to divine white light, as the core light reaches up beyond the crown to the soul star, to the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th chakra. And breathing in and breathing out as clarity, purity, vibration, harmonic, and embodiment are cleared and attuned to the highest call of the soul, the embodiment of the angelic human. My angel, we behold you in the highest light. And so it is, and it is so. With love from the divine councils of light, the unity consciousness, the masters of love, the councils of the universe, of everything embodied. And so it is, and it is so. That the light in me honors the light in you. Receiving in stillness. The divine attunement is complete. And so it is. The light in me honors you today and always. As I quietly leave and allow you to continue meditation if you choose. Namaste.